guys, it's Shane from Jaggs Journeys. Welcome to my very first episode of Jaggs Weekly Wrap Up. Every week we're going to bring you this video and we're going to talk about everything that's happened in the theme parks over the past week. We're also going to talk about up and coming things in the theme parks and events as well. So we'll have a bit of a discussion about those. Also, you'll have your chance to ask questions via email. So if you want to send us some questions on our email, you can send that to jaggsjourneysgc@gmail.com, and I'll certainly do my best to get those questions answered for you. Once again, welcome. This is our Gold Coast studio here for Jaggs Journeys, and as you can see, we're a bit of a pop vinyl collector, and we also like a bit of Star Wars, anything pop culture and theme parks. That's us. Anyway, let's get into this week's episode. Alright, so we're going to kick off this week's episode starting with Dreamworld. I guess that's the park where most of the things are happening. We'll start with outside the park. So obviously the globe got moved the week before that, just in front of the Seal Taipan, just temporarily. So it's just sitting there whilst the Dreamworld Flyer is under construction, and that will be moved back into place. Probably not quite exactly the same place. It might be back a little bit further, but it'll be back at the front of Dreamworld once Dreamworld Flyer is all put in. So we saw the Dreamworld Flyer wall go around the week before that, and what we saw this week was that white decal with the photo of the globe on there, which was awesome to see that they did that. So the guests can walk in and it's not just a black wall, so they can still go up and get a photo with the Dreamworld globe, even though it is a photo of the globe, but it is still definitely a big improvement from a black wall, so that was really good to see. Also, in terms of the Dreamworld Flyer, they've made a lot of progress already as far as digging in like a trench or digging down for the base of the Dreamworld Flyer. So that's going to progress real quick. I haven't seen a opening date for that. My guess probably would be around December, but those things can come together very quickly, and it may even open ready for the September school holidays, but I'm not sure. It hasn't been announced, so we'll keep our eye on that on our visits to Dreamworld. Also, just outside the entry of the park, for Winterfest, they've put up a framework with the Winterfest sign, which is awesome. So last year, that Winterfest sign, I think, was near the globe on the inside. So I believe they're going to have like a fog coming off that framework. So it'll be like a wintry feel as you walk into Dreamworld for Winterfest, which starts on the 24th of June, obviously. We're looking forward to that as well. Also, we saw the Big Red Plane ride start to undergo testing this week, which is awesome to see. That again is also due to open on the 24th of June. So yeah, testing underway for that. Looks like a really cool little ride there for the kids. So great to see testing on that one. Kenny's Forest Fire roller coaster. So yeah, we saw painting start, and we were sort of questioning why the track's brown, but once we've had a look at it all, the brown, it looks really good actually. The brown tracks are like essentially the branches, and the poles are actually the trunks. They're a different lighter brown, and it looks like they've sort of textured those and made them almost like bark. So it's starting to look really cool. And from some of the concept art, they're going to have some, I guess, might be plastics or leaves on the tops of the tracking or the poles of the tracks. So that's going to look really cool once that's finished. So they're really progressing fast with that, which is also really good to see. We've seen at the Giant Drop area, they've put in a whole lot of new grass and shrubs through this. They're doing a lot of landscaping down there, and it just really tidies that area up. It's really nice to see that happening actually. So that was really nice to see. They're still doing a bit of work in that space. And as far as the Giant Drop's concerned, they're obviously now doing the full testing of the Giant Drop, again ready to be open this Saturday on the 24th. I think there's a VIP night happening for the competition winners on the Friday before that for the official launch and the lighting of the letters as well. So that's exciting. So it's been a long time coming, but I think everyone's excited to ride the Giant Drop again next week. Also, we saw other Winterfest progress just with the toboggan being set up. Same place as last year near the Steel Taipan. So that's going up as we speak. I believe the ice skating is also starting to be set up as well. Another thing we saw was that the Dreamworld Express train, all the roofs have been raised on the carriages, and that is really awesome. People were hitting their heads on those, myself included. In fact, I mean, I'm 6'2", but yeah, I hit my head hard on the inside of that one day, and yeah, just okay, that's obviously not tall enough. So they've done that, they've raised the roof of that, so there should be no more guests hitting their heads on that. So that was really awesome to see that Dreamworld took action on that. And also with the Ocean Zones extension, the Seabed Splash Zone, they've actually made a lot more progress on that area as well. We had a look yesterday and you can see all the pipes and plumbing that's actually going into the area now, and some of the, I guess, the little pieces that pop up out of the ground for the water. So it looks like they're progressing quite fast also with the base work of that area. The theming of that area is going to be amazing from the concept art we've seen. It's really going to be a destination and somewhere where everyone's just going to go to, especially in the summer. It's going to be an awesome place to cool down. So excited to see that as well. So essentially, I think that's pretty much the Dreamworld updates for this week. So let's now move on to SeaWorld. Now, it's been a little while since I've been back to SeaWorld, but one of my VIPs sent me through some photos during the week of the demolition of the old flume ride. Now, that's really awesome to see that they've started to remove that and clean that area up. It's been a really big eyesore for quite some time actually, so we're not sure if they're just doing it to just clean it up and obviously make the area look a bit nicer, or whether they are in fact planning a new attraction or something else in that spot. We'd love to see a new attraction there obviously, but again, we'll just keep our eye on what's going on. We'll keep a check online as well. We'll check for any updates. As soon as we find any information out about that, we'll certainly let you know. And by the way, thank you to my VIPs who do send me photos for myself to update and put on our Instagram during the week. I can't get to the theme parks during the week, so I really appreciate all the photos that get sent through. If I do use those on my Instagram with your permission, obviously we'll credit you for those use of those photos. So that's always greatly appreciated. If you are there, feel free to send them through on our Instagram Messenger. That will be muchly appreciated. And also, I just saw something about SeaWorld today from Gold Coast Theme Parks Instagram or Facebook, I think it might have been today. There's some work happening around the Sandy Shore Lagoon, reconstruction of the shoreline there, and they're putting in some staff platforms around the lagoon. So I think that's really all that's happening at SeaWorld. Again, until we get back there, we'll have a look. But other than that, the Leviathan is currently still down on annual maintenance, and that's due to open on Saturday the 24th of June as well. Alright, so moving on to Warner Brothers Movie World, and hopefully you've had a chance to see my latest video that I launched last night. Essentially, that's all about what's happening for the school holidays at Movie World. So as we all know, there's the Heroes and Villains event from the 24th of June until the 16th of July. From what I've heard, this Heroes and Villains event is going to be epic. It's going to be probably one of the best ones they've ever done. So very excited to get along to that event. Some new shows coming there as well. I was surprised that there was really no activation had been done at all on my visit, which was Saturday. I'm pretty sure on the last event, so about a week out, they've started, changing out the fountain and putting some things around the park. There's nothing at all other than the scaffolding in Main Street, which would be for the platform for the high-fly wire, which will go across the top of Main Street to the Daily Planet building, which hopefully we'll see some kind of stunt show happening up there like there used to be years ago, and be exciting to see that come back for Heroes and Villains. Something else we noted on our video, in Main Street, the Warner Brothers boutique store has had like a refresh. So it's all been painted black and a bit of gold, and I'm not sure if it's going to get a name change or not. Possibly not, but the name has been taken down in the meantime. It's certainly inside the stores had a refresh as well, and they've got all the 100-year anniversary merch in there, and we featured it on our video and also posted a few things on Instagram as well. Really nice products actually. So quite a range of clothing, mugs, key rings. There's obviously the can coolers and drink bottles as well. The mug, I really like the mug. I featured that on the video. So it's like a director's speaker when you hold it up. So that's pretty cool, and it looks really nice. So some really nice stuff there. Check that out. There is a little bit of stuff also in the department store, but the main one is the boutique store in Main Street. Also, they had the new talking Gizmo Gremlin toy for $49.99, available movie mem and department store. That looks really cool as well, so make sure you check that out. It's a pretty good price for a talking Gizmo. Make sure you grab one of them. We also checked out surf rider progress. There was really no further progress, only other than the one small support piece that has gone in, which again, thanks to one of our subscribers for sending that photo during the week on Instagram. Yeah, so however, that also does indicate that they're getting ready to start putting in the rest of those poles. So I think within a matter of days, we'll start seeing a lot more happening in that space. There'll still be a lot of theming to do. Obviously, they haven't announced a name for the new attraction yet. I'm still thinking, I'm probably thinking 3 choices: The Flash, Wonder Woman, Supergirl. So I could be wrong, could be something completely different, but I know definitely the part of the tracks are red, and we believe some of the other tracks might be either yellow or gold, potentially. So they haven't come down yet, the rest of those tracks. So I'm sure they will make an announcement real soon for that, and no doubt that hopefully will be open for the September school holidays. And down at the Kids WB area, they've finally demolished that really old retail store, the Tweety Hut. It's been there for years, and it's been in quite bad state for quite some time. They finally demolished that, but they've also demolished the Lunatian Gardens, which was sort of like the seating area next to it. So that looks like obviously a pretty big space in there. So now it could be a number of things. I'm hoping another small attraction, but it could in fact be a small store. It could be a food place. So it's big enough to be either of those things, really. So again, they haven't announced anything. They've only just started knocking it down, and we feature that also on our video. It's also being featured on a lot of other videos and social media as well. So I'm sure you would have seen that by now. So that's exciting because there's more things happening around that area. And once again, it's just exciting to see more progress. So as always, we'll keep you updated through our visits, and obviously through our VIPs who also send us photos and updates during the week as well. And just a reminder to make sure you do follow us on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. We do post regularly on there, and particularly during the week when we do get photos sent through to us, or if we just happen to spot something that we are around, we'll obviously feature that on there as well. But you can always keep updated through those social media platforms as well. And the DC Rivals Hypercoaster, that'll be open this Saturday, the 24th of June. Doesn't look like they'll have all the painting of the track finished by then. It's a massive job. So I was looking at it on Saturday. I just really don't think it will all be finished by then. I could be wrong, I hope I'm wrong, but I think possibly there might still be some more track painting to get done at some point in time, but it'd be great to have it open for the holidays. And also the Wild West Falls ride, actually probably my favorite ride at Movie World. I really love themed rides particularly. Yeah, that one also reopens on Saturday the 24th. They were starting to fill it up. I guess they've started probably a couple of days ago. It might take several days to fill, but it was probably about half fill with the water on Saturday. So yeah, again, no doubt they'll be starting to do testing this week to get that all back up and running, ready for Saturday the 24th of June. So that's going to do it from this week's wrap up. I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, don't forget you can send us questions at jaggsjourneysgc@gmail.com, and on future episodes I will also try and answer some of your questions for you as well, for content. And feel free, if you're okay with us reposting some of your photos, if you are at the theme parks during the week. I can't get there during the week because I work full time. If you don't mind us reposting your photos with credit, of course, feel free to send us some photos during the week on our Instagram Messenger, and that's always greatly appreciated. And don't forget, if you did like this content, make sure you subscribe for more. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next journey.